everyone! Today I'm doing the rapid fire book tag. Originally this tag was created by a girl reading. I will leave the link to it down below. By the way, I love her channel. And I was tagged by two lovely ladies, Jessie from Jessie's Shelf and Kelsey from Kelsey Lee Reads. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Ebook or physical book? I would always prefer physical books. There's just something about holding a book, seeing its cover, seeing your progress throughout the book, instead of just looking at the same device all the time where you can't really see any difference between the books. So always physical books, but I don't mind reading on my e-reader either, but not all the time, just from time to time. Paperback or hardback? I always prefer hardbacks a lot more, like I mentioned in a lot of my previous videos. Paperbacks are usually very easily to crack their spines, whilst hardbacks are a little bit more expensive. That's why I don't buy them as much, but they will serve you a lot longer, they look nicer, and they are much stronger, and there's no way you can break the spine. Online or in-store book shopping? I haven't ever done an online book shopping. It just never happened. So usually I just buy from the bookshops, but I think I'm going to start buying books online as well at some point. Trilogies or series? Trilogies, I would say, because sometimes with the series, if I'm not really enjoying the series, but at the same time I want to finish it, if there are more than 3 books in the series, it could be a struggle. But trilogies, at the same time, there's just 3 books and they're easy, and after 3 books you're done with the trilogy. Heroes or villains? I can't remember reading loads of books with villains in them, so I don't even know if I like them or not. So probably heroes. A book you want everyone to read? I haven't prepared for this question. I don't know, Sherlock Holmes. Recommend an underrated book. The Literary and Potato Pie Society or something like that by Mary Ann Sheffer. This was set just after the World War II. It is completely set in letters. There's one girl who sends a letter or receives a letter from someone, and they start corresponding to each other, and then she discovers that there was this kind of a book club kind of thing. I don't remember much about it because I read it I think a year ago, but I found it so wonderful, and there were some things that happened throughout the World War II described, which I found interesting. So that was a really good book. The last book you finished? Stealing Time by K.J. Waters. The last book you bought? Lost for Words by Stephanie Putland. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? I usually just use bookmarks. If I can't, then I just tear a piece of paper from somewhere, not from a book obviously, and stick it there. Or receipts. Used books, yes or no? If they're in good condition, then yes. If they look like they're new, then yes. If not, then no. Top 3 favorite genres? I have no idea. I read books from different genres, so I don't know the answer to that question. Borrow or buy? Definitely buy, but I don't mind borrowing them from the library. But I don't really like borrowing books from people for some reason, because I just feel pressured to read them. Characters or plot? Definitely plot. I am much more interested in the plot than the characters. It is obviously good when there are great characters and stuff, but the plot is the thing that moves the book forward, so that's the main thing for me. Long or short books? I think somewhere in the middle. 300 pages to 400 pages is the best length in my opinion. Long or short chapters? Short chapters, but not too short, because if they're too short, at some point I just want to stop and not read them for some time. I don't know why, but if they're very long chapters, I don't feel like I'm reading enough from it. Name the first 3 books you think of. Harry Potter, Sherlock Holmes, The Graveyard Book. Books that made you cry or laugh? Definitely laugh. I don't like sad books, the books that will make me cry. I don't mind when I'm crying for one moment in a book, but when if it's just a very sad book, I don't like it, so I would prefer books that make me laugh. Our world or fictional worlds? That depends really, depends on my mood totally, but probably fictional worlds are a bit better. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, definitely, but sometimes I get tired of them, so I need breaks between them, and it could be a month that I'm not listening to an audiobook. So from time to time. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes, I do. I think a cover is a very important part of the book. Book to movie or book to TV adaptation? Book to movie adaptation, because I just have no time to watch all of the TV series of the books that I like. So I would prefer to just watch an hour or 2 hour film and that's it. A movie or TV show you preferred to its book? I think I liked The Boy in the Striped Pajamas as a film a bit more than as a book, because there were a lot more emotions, at least for me, in the film than there were in the book. Because when I was reading the book, I wanted to give it 3 stars, but then when the ending happened, it immediately raised my rating for some reason. I appreciated the book more. But when I was watching a film, I felt it all straight away. So, series or standalones? Standalones. But again, it depends on my mood, what genre I'm reading from, or it just totally depends on my mood, but most of the time I would prefer it to be a standalone. But recently I've been a lot into series, so like I said, depending on my mood. That's it for the questions, and I'm going to tag 2 channels, Read by Toe and Books Like War. Thank you for watching, bye!